I reckon that meatballs are one of my all-time favourite dishes ever.
Yeah, I agree. I love them.
Yeah, me too. And I do them in all sorts of different ways. And of course, they are fabulous on a bed of mashed potato. But for something a little different, we're going to do our mashed potato in the meatball.
Okay.
Because why not?
Why not?
So I've got a couple of potatoes that I've boiled already, so these are nice in their skins. I've left the skins on. I know I keep on telling you, but you've got to leave the skins on because that's where the fibre, the nutrients, lots of the nutrition in the potatoes in there. Now, Mike, if you could do some fresh parsley and fresh oregano for me.
Chopped.
That would be amazing. Yes, please. So this is instead of, often you add breadcrumbs or something else as a kind of bit of a binder to your meatballs. The mashed potato is going to do that job for us. So I'm just going to mash up the potato here. These are beautiful, creamy, lovely golden colour potatoes. And then to that, I'm adding just a nice lean beef mince. But actually, you could do this with any kind of mince that you've got. And then what we want is some really nicely minced up garlic, onion, and then my spice mix is just some cumin and some paprika. And then I'm adding just one egg, which is going to nicely hold it all together, and some Parmesan cheese. One of my absolute favourite cheeses. Parmesan is delicious. It's got such a strong flavour that it means, you get that gorgeous flavour. It's really high in calcium, protein, of course, but it just adds that beautiful flavour to the meatball.
It's a cheese that stands up against all the other flavours you're adding in there, right?
Oh, and I can eat it just like that. Nice slivers of Parmesan, delicious. A good pinch of salt and some black pepper.
Are these herbs for this as well?
Yes, please.
Do you want me to go straight in?
Go on in.
So you've got a couple of tablespoons of parsley and oregano here.
Now I'm losing my rings because the easiest way to do this is to get in there with your hands.
Get messy.
So just use your fingers just to give this all a really, really good mix.
That's why you mince the onion and the garlic as well, right? Because it all just incorporates super easily.
Yeah, exactly. Beautiful. And then what you want to do, take a little spoonful, about a golf ball size, but you can make your meatballs any size you like. You can do big giant meatballs, keep them small, however you like it. Just make them into a nice little kind of golf ball shape and pop them onto the tray.
Big golf ball then.
Okay. You can tell I don't play golf. It's obviously been a while since I saw a golf ball. Part of me rolling the big meatballs is just me trying to get the job done quickly.
I usually start a golf ball and get bigger.
Yeah, exactly. As you're getting fed up. So it's quite nice to have a helper. You can do this ahead of time, actually, and firm them up in the fridge. Leave them in the fridge until you're ready to cook. But we'll just go straight in there. Is that your one?
This is for me.
One giant meatball to finish off. And we're done. The job is done. I'm just going to go for it and cook them straight away. So I'm heating a nice heavy cast iron pan here, and it's going to be a one-pot wonder. So we'll brown our meatballs first of all. I just want some extra virgin olive oil into my pan, nice and hot, and I'm just going to pop my meatballs straight into the extra virgin olive oil. Now, an alternative way of doing this, if you prefer, put these onto a lined baking tray, and you can cook them in the oven, and it'll take about 15 minutes. Make sure you flip them halfway through. But I like to do it this way because then I'm going to do my sauce in the same pan.
It's a flavour builder for your sauce.
Yeah.
I like how you got those little, almost like nuggets of potato in there, like you can see it.
Yeah. So I'm just going to cook these until they're browned all over. Don't turn them too many times. You don't want them to start falling apart. Then I'll remove them from the pan, and then we'll make the sauce in this same pan.
Joe, the smell, the aroma in the air. I wish you could smell this, guys. So good.
Potato and beef, there we go. So into the same pan, I'm just going to put a little more of my extra virgin olive oil, and in go our diced onion, and we're basically making a tomato sauce.
Yeah. I'm assuming you want me to chop this garlic?
Yes, please. So I've got all the flavour, and I'm just scraping those lovely little tasty bits off the bottom of the pan, because that can just all go into your sauce. And the garlic can go in when you're ready.
Yeah.
I'm putting in some tomato paste and frying that off a little. In it goes. My garlic, of course. Some salt. And I am using some passata, which is basically just cooked sieved tomatoes. But you could use a can of tomatoes too, and stock just to loosen up my sauce. And I have some dried herbs here. Just some dried oregano and some dried parsley. Give that a stir and just let that simmer to let the flavors come together. And then we pop our meatballs back into the sauce until they nicely thicken up, the meatballs are cooked through, and we will be ready to serve. Okay, I reckon
Oh, look at those.
we are about ready.
Smells good.
Now, because there's potato in here, I'm just going to serve this with a really basic salad. But of course,
Nice.
you could serve it with some rice. I'm going to say rice because these are actually gluten-free. So one of the things that you might want to do potato instead of adding breadcrumbs to your meatballs is if you need them to be gluten-free.
It's a great idea, Joe.
Yeah.
I love meatballs with rice. My mum used to do it for me like that.
Yeah, I know. I think we always think of meatballs as having to be with pasta. But of course, rice is great with them, or just on their own like this.
Yeah.
Spoon over some of that yummy sauce. I'm not sure I'm getting top marks for presentation here, Mike, but anyway.
Joe, it looks and smells delicious. Do you want some of this
A
basil?
little bit of basil would be lovely on top, and an extra little bit of Parmesan snow, just because you can never have enough Parmesan.
Do you want the basil torn or
Fresh
just...
basil, just some torn leaves. It's perfect.
This is
Beautiful.
right up my street.
So there we go, mashed potato meatballs with some lovely Parmesan on top, a delicious thick tomato sauce and some fresh basil. It's a family meal. It's comfort food.
I love it. Smells delicious, looks beautiful. Mine.